Hi everyone, welcome to a Crafty Yarn episode 15. I'm Kate.
And I'm Samantha, and we're a mother and daughter who love all things yarn.
So we've got a lot of things to show you today. We've had a very productive few weeks.
We have, yes.
So I have got 3 finished objects and you've also
I do actually have one, yes.
So to start off with, I have got 2 of the same pattern. So this is the Late Roses Shawl by Nancy Said. So that's it there. So it's just a really pretty sort of mesh shawl, and then it has a lovely lacy edge. So I've made this before. I made matching ones for both you and I.
Yeah.
And I sort of had forgotten about it, and then I came back to it and I rediscovered it, and I thought, oh, I should make more of those. So this is the first one here. So it's sort of like a grey and cream in the centre, and then it's a lovely plum colour on the edging. So I just think they're a really great wearable shawl.
They are nice and lightweight, but still warm. Yeah.
So that's the first one. And then the second one is this one here. So it's got the same edging colour, but it's sort of like pinks and purples and greys in the middle. So this one is going to be for Mum, and then the grey one is going to be for me. So I'm really, really pleased with these. They're such a quick make. Like, I sort of did the main part of it in one evening, maybe pushing it at 2, and then I sort of left them, and then I did both edgings in one.
Yeah, you were quick to do the edging. Yeah.
I mean, if you really tried, you could just make one of these in a day.
You probably could, yeah.
But they're such a fun pattern. I really recommend them.
Last time I was talking about my book cozy, that was the Kindred Spirits book cozy by Stitchberry. So I've finished it now and I've sewn the pocket on. I am just so thrilled with it. It's just come up so nicely. So I used the plain purple, and then the edging on the top was the white, and then I've put the pocket on the front. So I just had to sew it on, hand sew around the edge, and then you've got a pocket that you can use to put a pen or whatever it is you wanted to put in there. And then I've just put this gorgeous pink button with the elephant on it, which I thought was just adorable. So it fits a good size book in it. This that's the size book that I've got in there now. And it fits really well, like it's not too tight or too snug, but I'm so excited with it. I really love it. Oh, and I do put a little handmade tag down the bottom there, which I think just finished it off because it actually matched the purple on the flower. So I was just really excited to have that finished.
It looks so beautiful.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's a really good pattern. The only thing I would say, although see, when it's not on the book, it actually looks okay. But I thought the pocket was just maybe a tiny bit big when the book brings it out. I should have perhaps made the pocket a little bit smaller, but it's fine. There's no problems with it, but yeah.
So next up, I finished another pair of knitted socks for Christmas. So these ones are fairly long, really. So they've got the brown toe and the brown cuff. I did 1x1 ribbing for the top. So I'm really pleased with the way these have turned out, and this was actually from leftovers from a different pair of socks that I made last year.
They look really nice, don't they?
Yeah, I'm really pleased with these. And I was actually surprised at how long I was able to make the leg with the amount that I had.
It is amazing how little yarn knitted socks you use. It really is. Yeah.
So as usual, this was the Sock Magician's top sock recipe because they never go wrong.
No, true.
So I'm really pleased to have those done. So now I've got 2 out of 4 pairs for Christmas finished.
You're doing very well. So we've been trying to sort of work through and do a little bit of work on our projects, sort of to keep them humming along as opposed to just letting them linger. Because I sort of thought to myself the other day, like, you know, we're heading to that second half of the year, and we thought we'd like to get some of these finished before the end of the year. So in the new year we can start some new projects. So one of the ones we've done only a little bit of work on is the Gooseberry Fool, which comes from the Delicious Crochet Shawls book. So my one is the blue, which is in the Drops Nepal. So last time I was down here where my stitch marker is, and so I've done, 4 rows or something. I'm actually finally mastering the puffs because I am a tight crocheter and really struggle doing loose stitching, but I've finally got it, so I'm quite excited with that. So hopefully we'll just keep chipping away at it and we'll get it done. So, but I think it's looking really pretty.
I love it. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, so it's quite nice.
So this is mine here. So I decided to use the Alpine Tweed from Lincraft. So I really love the way this is looking, and I really like the sort of drape of it because it is a 6mm hook, and my yarn is not, I would say, a true 10 ply. It's a bit of a thin 10 ply. So I think that it's really nice. So my stitch marker was there, and we've done the same amount, 4 rows.
So last time I was working on my mango sorbet shawl, which is this one here, which is also out of the Delicious Crochet Shawls book by Lisa Cook. I am loving this project. I've actually spent quite a lot of time working on it, and I've made quite a lot of progress. So last time my stitch marker was there, and I've worked down to there. And I only actually have 4 more rows to go, so I'm quite excited. I'm on the home stretch. So I'm just loving it. It is so pretty, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm so thrilled with it. So this was using the Bendigo Woolen Mills Calypso yarn in the colourway Pressed Lavender, and I've been using a 5.5mm hook with this, but this is my favourite project at the moment. I'm just absolutely loving it. I actually can't wait to get it finished.
It's so beautiful.
It is, yeah.
And inspired by Mum, I decided to start my own. So this is actually the yarn that was the border for those 2 shawls that I finished. So it's the Bendigo Woolen Mills Bloom in the colourway Sugar Plum. Pretty sure I don't have this anymore, but it's a beautiful yarn, and I'm really excited because Mum's looks so nice.
I think it's really nice the way yours has sort of got the colour, like because it's a colour changing yarn, it's sort of, it looks really pretty.
Yeah, the drape on yours is quite a lot nicer though, with that added bit of cotton on mine.
Yeah, but it's still lovely.
Yes,
yeah.
Mine will be more of like a winter shawl though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm really excited about this. I love these colours.
It's a good pattern though, isn't it? Yeah, it's really fun.
So next up we've got our Santa sacks, which we showed last time and neither of us had gotten particularly far.
No.
Just a few rows in. But I have worked on mine a lot and I've made a lot of progress.
You have.
So this is it here. So I've got the tree trunks and the green part of the trees, and I've worked quite a few rows past there. And now that we've done that, it's just like 50 rows or something in plain red. Which, I mean, that's going to be a bit of a mammoth effort, but I just love this and I've enjoyed working on it so much. And doing these colourwork trees was a lot of fun. And sort of once I got going and was seeing it coming out, like I did all 6 or 7 rows of the colourwork in one night.
Yes, you were very speedy.
Like I was working on it in bed. I was just really enjoying it, and like I love the way that it's turned out, and I'm so excited to get it finished and move on to the reindeer.
Oh, it just looks super cute.
I'm so thrilled with it.
So I haven't made quite as much progress as Caitlin because I've been working on other things.
Your shawl.
My shawl, yes. Yeah, so I've only just done the tree trunks. But this is the first time I've ever done colour work, and it actually is quite fun, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's not difficult or anything, so...
I think that doing it in cotton is actually a nice introduction.
It probably is, because it's nice and sturdy, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm quite excited with the progress that I've made, and I'm looking forward to doing the trees. It just looks so gorgeous, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yours is going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're exactly the same.
Well, yeah, but the trees look really cute, and once you get the reindeer on there, it's going to be amazing.
And it's got like this sort of pom-poms on the top.
Oh, it does too, yes. Yeah, up the top it has the green, like the trees, and then, yeah, white pom-pom border, so it's going to be amazing. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we've started a new matching project. We're not very far with it, but we decided to make the Victoria Shawl by Cherry Heart Designs. And I made one of these probably about 4 years ago maybe now.
It was pretty much when you first started crocheting.
It was, because at the time I was watching a lot of like old podcasts from people, and this was very popular probably 6 or 7 years ago maybe.
Yeah.
And so then I wanted to make one. And you've always admired mine.
I have. I've always thought it was beautiful, but never really thought about making one. But then we decided that yes, we would quite like to maybe make another one. Yeah.
So do you want to show your yarn first?
So yeah, it uses a 4-ply yarn, and so this is some yarn that we got from Bendigo Woolen Mills. I'm actually not sure what Baby Meadow or something.
Baby Meadow Merino.
Baby Meadow Merino. So it's a merino wool. It's actually really nice. And then we decided that we would put this FOMO with it. and it's amazing. The two colours together, like, it just looks really nice. I really like it. I think it changes this colour slightly, but in a good way. I really, really like it. So we've only done maybe, I don't know, 3 rows or something, maybe 4. But I'm actually quite enjoying it. Yeah, so far it's quite enjoyable. Looking forward to working more on that. Because it is such a pretty shawl, isn't it? And the border is really nice too, isn't it? Yeah.
So this is my first yarn. So this is a patterned one, but it is also a merino in this gorgeous like mustard colour. And I've had this for quite a while. I've made something in it, but I unpicked it. And then this is more sort of yellowy, but the two together make a really lovely colour.
It just sort of tones that down a little bit, doesn't it? Makes it not quite so mustard. Yeah.
And we've been making some dresses over on our other channel, and both of these actually go.
They do, yes, yeah. So this is one of my more long-term projects, which is becoming longer term by the minute. So this is from the Ladyliking crochet book, and it's this crochet jacket that I've been making for quite a long time. Last time I was up to the sleeve, and I'd got back into the swing of it, and I was really happy with it, and I was doing quite well. I crocheted the whole sleeve, and then Caitlin said to me, "Do you know that sleeve's looking long, and you haven't sort of done the shaping for the top of the sleeve yet?" So I had a look at it, and sure enough, I had made a mistake way back at the beginning. So now my sleeve is only like 4 rows high. So I have to start all over again, which I don't know if I'm ever going to get this cardigan finished, to be honest, but I really do want to. And
it was something ridiculous, like 26 inches. I don't know how we didn't notice that.
I don't know, because I just was sitting there just crocheting away and thought, oh yeah, this is good. I'm making my sleeve. So now I'm back to the beginning of my sleeve. So what I should have been doing was increasing every second row, but I was doing it every 4 rows. So it will be interesting to see the difference when I do it properly. So
quite a significant one, I should think.
Well, yes. Hopefully it should be better. So that project has not progressed any at all. So, but I hope to sit down and do some of that next time, because it's been languishing for far too long, and I'd really like to get it done. It's funny how some projects just go like a dream and other projects just do not. Like this one, I did the 2 fronts. I had them around the wrong way, and I had 2 exactly the same. And now I've had problems with my sleeve, so it hasn't been a dream project. And it's not really a complicated project, but I'm making it very complicated. So yes, we'll see how that progresses next time. So I decided that I'd like to do something sort of fun and just sort of dip my toe in a bit of amigurumi. This is not really amigurumi, but I decided to make a chicken. So that there's a lot of talk about the, what are they called? The emotional support chickens. But I saw this chicken on Instagram, and I just fell in love with it. It was just a cute little chicken. So it's actually made of 2 granny squares. So this is my first one here. And I had a lot of fun making it. It was quite enjoyable. A few different sort of ways of doing the stitches than I'd done before with the sort of, what's that one called, Caitlin? It's the spike stitch, I think it was. So basically you just make the 2 granny squares, and then you join it together somehow. You can add a little comb on it, and it looks really cute. So the colours that I used the pale lilac, and then a darker one, and the coral and the green. And I really am quite thrilled with the way the colours have come together. I think they actually look really nice. The combination of colours looks really, really good.
They're a beautiful combination of colours.
Yeah. So you were supposed to use a 2.75mm hook, I think. I ended up using a 3 because I didn't have a 2.75, and I do crochet a bit tight anyway, but I think that's come up quite nicely. I haven't got very far, but I have actually started the circle of the second granny square. So the pattern was by
Sweet Softies.
It was just on her blog. So I'll link that down below so you can have a look, and we'll put a picture of what the chicken actually looks like on the screen. But they're just really, really cute. And working cotton yarn is actually really nice, isn't it? Because it's quite really good to work with, and it looks, the stitch definition is amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
So I've started my 3rd out of 4th pair of Christmas socks. So this one is in blue. So the main yarn is from Hobby, and it's a colour changing one. And then the contrast for the toes and the cuffs is a pale blue there. So I didn't have a huge amount of this yarn, so the leg is not hugely long, but it's plenty long enough. And this has worked up really quickly because it's not that long. And so I just need to make the second one, and that'll be 3 out of 4 down.
I'm amazed by how long a sock you actually got, considering the amount of yarn you had. It was really a very small ball, wasn't it?
It was a very small ball.
Yeah.
I'm shocked too, because I thought that maybe I would have to do a contrasting heel as well, just to make sure that there was enough length in the leg. But I actually got like a good probably 35, 40 rows.
That's good. Yeah. But I really like the way that yarn's come up. It's really nice, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And actually these are 72 stitches, which I actually make 72 stitches for everyone, which that's probably not really what other people would do, but I just found that 72 fits everyone according to like their preferences. Like some people like them tighter, some people like them looser.
Yeah.
And it's just always worked for me, and also it makes it easier anytime.
Well, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
I know the numbers off by heart, like the heel and everything, so yeah. And on this one I'm doing a 2x2 rib, because I think that actually looks really nice.
It does look nice, doesn't it? I put my Charlotte's Universe blanket away because I was getting a bit frustrated with it. And I thought the other day, I really would like to do some work on it, so I got it out again. Thankfully, the row I'm working on was just treble, so it was quite easy. So I've just done one row of the charcoal colour all the way around. It is just such a pretty blanket, isn't it? And it's so clever the way it's designed. So I'm just got to try and, once a week, I think, do a little bit of work on it, just to try and to get a bit of progress on it. But I just love the colours, and I love it. But I just find it challenging. Well, the stitches are, I don't know, it's not that the stitches are complex, I just keep making silly mistakes. The last row took me about, 6 months. I kept having to unpick it, didn't I? It was just unbelievable. But I finally got past that row, so hopefully I'll be on the right track now.
So that's all of the projects. So that was quite a bumper episode. But we've really been enjoying everything we've been working on.
We have, yeah. I've really been enjoying our crochet at the moment. Yeah.
So until next time, happy crafting.
Yes. Sorry, I've got the giggles. So